Hey guys, how's it going? Ghosty Rich here today, and today we're going to be installing this Nest camera with floodlight. This is perfect for areas where you want your person who's trying to come to your house get absolutely lit up when they come. It's a very heavy unit. This is important to note so that way you know to have a solid box mounted to a stud, especially if you're roughing in for one of these. They're getting more and more common. I know Ring has them and blah, blah, blah. Let's just get into this. So, as you can see, I have a battery charger that is plugged in, and currently you can see this outlet has no power. A lot of places these days will either have a chandelier, maybe you're not using it, or you will have a Christmas tree plug right by the front door. You can always delete this Christmas tree plug and turn it into a hard-lined camera. As you can see, we have no power. Make sure that the switch is disabled inside. I can show you how to do that later, but first and foremost, if you have anyone else in the house, just make sure they're not going to accidentally flick that switch and turn you into a fried chicken. So from right here, let's go ahead and get our screwdriver. We're going to pull out this electrical socket and see what we have on the other side. Everything's pretty color coordinated, but see how this has a pigtail on it? Actually, this one goes directly in. We'll be removing that. Anyways, the ones that you want to go after is this one, and this one. So track this line. I'll probably cut and strip a new piece. This will just delete the moret off of. So make sure your white goes to white, black goes to black, and ground goes to ground. As you can see, I cut the ground wire off the plug, squeezed it, and it's going to go on the back side of this plate. This grounds out the box, or well, not the box is already grounded. This grounds out your camera's plate. So again, all you would do is bend it in a circle, tighten the screw, make sure it doesn't slip out of right here, and you'll be fine. From there, pass through the black and the white wire through this hole. We're going to reattach this onto the box from which you took those two screws out of from the other electrical plug. Well, now choose which one is going to sit nicely on here, and then just line it up and stick it on. You don't need to, like I said, don't try to do anything with these yet. You can tuck this one back in the box because we're not using that one. Then you go to our electrical plug and you can tuck this one back in. You'll see this little arrow and you'll see the G. The G for me is where I need the camera motion sensor to line up. For you, if you're going off a chandelier style, let's say you had a box right here, it would mount and kind of come forward like so, and you would want the arrow to be aiming up as well. Arrow aiming up, yes. So in my case, arrow towards the wall. If yours is like this, arrow aiming up. There is the little arrow, and again, there's like these little divots on here, so it will slip into the little divots and then it'll click. After it clicks, put in the 4 safety screws right here. And again, this all comes in that little nice package that Nest sends you. They give you different screws for different size boxes, so just be aware that the screws on one side are smaller than the other side, and then you'll have those 4 little guys, which are the ones that are going to attach this base station to here. So go ahead and put in those 4 small guys. So these seem like they're going to be good for either 1 wire or 3 wires. I can't guarantee anything over that, but as you can see, our neutral wire and our hot wire are both nicely twisted. I usually go for 7 twists depending on the code in your area. Anyways, from here we can start to sink this in. Some people will say, Rich, how dare you have that hanging by the wires? If your wires cannot hold this, then I wouldn't trust to push them back in, because then they'll turn your house into a fried chicken. For extra precaution, I always, of course, electrical tape my morets. From there, if you remember homie G right here, and then the arrow right here, the area, there is the little arrow right there. Make sure your arrows kiss and then twist. You'll see that right there, after you twist it, that screw will line up with that hole. Not until you twist though, so don't try to make them kiss right away. Take one of the small included Allen key screws. Go ahead and thread it in there with the included Allen key and tighten it in. Do not use an impact driver, otherwise you will cry when it rips itself out of that plastic. All right, so now that you've done that, take your camera, plug it in, and there's going to be one more screw that goes on there. That is the big guy right there. It goes through that security strap and attaches the camera there, so that way a thief can't just automatically walk away with your camera. Security screw is now installed. Next thing you're going to do is be very careful. Don't get your pinky winkies caught in here. Bang. You can now aim your camera, do whatever you want, aim it in the direction you so wish, and you'll have to do some adjustments after you sync it. I've already pulled the QR code off of here because I don't need you taking my QR code. Not that I think you can do anything with it, but I'm not trusting anything. I don't trust anyone. Anyways, trust issues. Go ahead and add this in your app, but first, turn your power back on. Go ahead also, and you can twist and move those spotlights. It is quite bright. This camera's doing quite a good job at dimming it down, and this is daylight. Nighttime, you are going to send somebody to the shadow realm or out of the shadow realm. You choose. I don't know. All right, I'm not going to show you how to go ahead and do the rest of this for syncing it to the app. That is something there's going to be more than enough videos, including I've done videos on. It's quite easy. Just scan the QR code. For this, click on here, settings. And if you need to, like we did, rotate 180. Make sure you do that if you're mounting it from the top. If you do it from, if it's like I said, a side pedestal light off of the side of the garage, then you don't have to worry about that. For this case, you do need to do the 180 if you're doing it like a pillar mount. I guess it's the best way to put it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Press like if you did, subscribe for more. Peace.